Hey, Jenny, thank you so much for always thinking of me when it comes to books. For Chloe, I know you were saying some kind of a reference book. This reference book is awesome, and I like it for a couple of different reasons, and I'll show you why. So it's Timelines of World History. Nicholas is on with my godmother. She meets with them once a week on Zoom. From the Stone Age to the Millennium. So, whoops. So what's so cool about this book is I really like the way that it's laid out. So it has, for example, the 16th century, 1550 to 1574, and then it shows what's going on and what was going on in Southern and Western Europe, Northern and Eastern Europe, and on and on and on. And then it just has little facts. What I think is so unique about this book is I feel usually history is sort of taught in isolation, but this actually tells you okay, this was going on in this area, and then this is going on at the same time in this area of the world. So I kind of like that aspect of it. And I like that there's, plenty of illustrations and photographs and that kind of thing as well. So that was kind of, when you were talking about a reference book, this is the one I really thought of for Chloe. And then we have a couple of others. This one is called Now and Then. And so it just talks about how people did things back in the day and then how we do things today. So let's see, watching movies. Silence is golden. So I guess they're talking about the golden era. We remember these, right? VHS tapes. And just kind of goes along like that. I was reading here, Finding Food, and how did people find food 10,000 years ago? And then how do we eat today? I was reading the beginning of this book a little while ago to my kids, and they were talking about travel, and they were talking about trains. And when they first built trains, they didn't know if people would survive going more than 60 miles an hour. And my kids are why? How silly. And I was they didn't, it says they weren't sure they'd be able to breathe. And I was well, nobody had ever gone that fast before, So anyway, kind of a cool book. This one I haven't really done anything with yet, but I like the layout. I was showing it to the Park Ridge Library folks, and they really enjoyed it as well. So History Uncovered the USA. So it talks about just kind of the beginning of our country as it was founded, and then it shows the original colonies there. And then as you keep flipping through the book, it keeps expanding westward. And then, it has different sort of information along there as well. So I think it's kind of cool that as you turn the pages, you can kind of see, the United States expanding and that kind of thing. So that is History Uncovered the USA. This one, I just kind of thought of Chloe. I don't know why. Sorry, look, Daisy chewed it. Daisy likes it too, in case your dog needs a book to chew. This one's cool. It's called Real Life Mysteries. Can you explain the unexplained? So, for example, talks about here Bigfoot and why do they think Bigfoot exists? Why do some people think he exists? And then there's been sightings, there's been, footprints. And then you flip to the next page and then it talks about the footprints. Well, yeah, they exist, but they'd be easy to fake. Well, there was a video from 1960, I think. Well, that would have been harder to fake back then. That kind of thing. So it just kind of gives you doesn't tell you whether Bigfoot exists or not, but just gives you ideas of what it could be and just that kind of thing. And then it kind of goes this is a little sort of where people think they went back in time at the Palace of Versailles, UFOs, that kind of thing. I like it because I think it teaches children, especially in this internet age, you have to be, critical thinkers, and you have to think, okay, it looks good, but maybe there's more of the story, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the layout of this book. This series, Noah and Nicholas, especially Noah, has really enjoyed. It's the Extraordinary Life of series. So we just read, and I know Chloe also likes space. Oh, here's another one that Daisy chewed. Neil Armstrong is the one we just read. And I really like the layout. I think it's, I don't know if it's, I think she could probably read this if she's reading at a third grade level. I know she's a really good reader. And it's broken up well, so it's not overwhelming. And it's interesting facts, stuff that I didn't know. Neil Armstrong, apparently when he applied for the space program, his application came in a week late, and he should have been disqualified, but a friend was oh gosh, this guy would be awesome, threw his application in the pile anyway, so just kind of interesting stories like that. Anyway, so then there's different ones too. There's Amelia Earhart, Katherine Johnson, Rosa Parks. Noah really liked this one, so this is a really great series. For Bria, we have, I was thinking about our pocketbooks. When I did the Carpenter Elementary Book Fair, these sold like hotcakes. They're great because you can just open it up to like one page and just read it, you know, kind of good for the car, I feel like. So there has like the history, it has some facts, that kind of thing. And just kind of goes along in that same way. And then there's one on predators, there's one on mammals, I believe there's one on cats. So anyway, just kind of different information. Like I said, it's just kind of a fun reference book about that. And then we also have an encyclopedia. It's called World of Animals. I don't have it. It looks really pretty, though. I can give you the link if you want to look at it. And then I know last Christmas you got them the Forgotten Fairy Tales of Brave and Brilliant Girls. If they like that one, we just came out with Brave and Brilliant Girls Around the World. So just different stories from around the world. So anyway, just one more idea for you. And like I said, I can get you the other book is called World of Animals. That one also sold really well at the Carpenter Book Fair. So hopefully that helps.